Day. Here is the news at noon. First, the highlights. Governor Sanwo-Olu felicitate Muslims on Eid al-Fitr celebration. AFCC arrest over 100 currency racketeers, secures conviction of 23 others in 1 month. On the foreign scene, U.S. President Joe Biden calls for ceasefire in Gaza amid Israel and Hamas war. In sport, Ghana expresses willingness to host 2026 Commonwealth Games. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has rejoiced with Nigerians and residents of the state, particularly Muslim faithful, as they celebrate this year's Eid al-Fitr, which marks the end of a month-long spiritual renewal after fasting, prayers, and other spiritual activities. Governor Sanwo-Olu in his Eid al-Fitr message issued by his special advisor, Media and Publicity, Brega Koshile, enjoined Muslims to continue on the path of spirituality, peaceful coexistence, and to remain tolerant of other religious denominations in the state, saying that Lagos is noted for religious harmony. The governor also assured Lagos residents that the economic challenges they are currently facing will soon be over because of the several intervention programs by the state and the federal government. As Nigerians, Muslims celebrate their Eid al-Fitr with their counterparts across the world, Speaker of the House of Assembly, Mudashiru Obasa, has joined the other faithful in their steadfast belief that Almighty Allah will listen to their supplications and meet their needs at this time. Obasa's prayer came in his congratulatory message to Muslims for having the divine privilege from Allah to partake in the Ramadan. According to Obasa, in a statement by his Chief Press Secretary, Eromusele Ebomele, the Eid al-Fitr is not just a time to eat and be merry, but a day dedicated to thanksgiving to God for the strength and passion He has given the Muslim faithful. Obasa urged the citizens to mark the festival rededicating their lives to God and doubling their patriotism to the country for national prosperity. Lagos State Head of Service Bodia Guru has congratulated all Muslim faithful in the state for the successful completion of the fasting in the holy month of Ramadan. The HOS stressed that the dedication and resilience displayed during Ramadan were truly inspiring, noting that the month of Ramadan is the period of self-reflection that strengthens the core values of Islam, which are peace, unity, and compassion. Speaking after the Eid al-Fitr prayer held at the Dordan Barracks praying ground, Obalinde Aguru implored all Muslim faithful to imbibe and practice the virtues that entail kindness, love, tolerance, and peace, as exemplified by the Holy Prophet Muhammad. He urged residents to continue to dwell in the spirit of unity in order to improve and achieve peace and oneness in the state. The General Manager, Lagos State Drivers Institute, Lazare Afisa Tiamiyu, has appealed to the motoring public and professional drivers to make the safety of lives and property their priority while commuting during the Eid al-Fitr celebration period and beyond. Tiamiyu stated this in a Salah message to residents, imploring drivers to ensure that they do not embark on any journey without servicing their vehicles and to also ensure that they are in good working condition to avoid unnecessary loss of lives and property. She urged drivers to ensure that they abide by the training they have received at the Institute, be of good conduct, and drive with utmost caution during and beyond the festive period. Tiami also enjoined the motoring public to do away with reckless habits that may cause unnecessary accidents, such as phone usage, excessive speed, overloading, disobedience to traffic lights, and the other traffic rules and regulations. Now to the rest of the stories. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has secured the conviction of 23 illegal Bureau de Change operators and Naira racketeers within the last month as the commission arrested and arraigned 170 for similar offences. The EFCC Special Task Force also arrested 116 illegal BDC operators, currently racketeers in Enugu State, driving a massive clampdown. EFCC Chairman Ola Olukoyede said the arrest and convictions were a testament to the hard work of the Commission. Olukoyede noted that the EFCC has secured 23 convictions for the offense of currency racketeering and operation of illegal BDCs, with a special task force in less than a month lends evidence to hard work and dedication. He added that 11 other convictions were recorded in Kano alone, 3 in Ilorin, 5 in Lagos, 1 in Port Harcourt, and 3 in Kaduna. After weeks of battling with the outbreak of meningitis, the Yobe State government says it now has only 25 active cases of the disease, stressing that the outbreak significantly reducing. Commissioner for Health Lawan Ghana revealed this at a World Health Day commemoration organized by the World Health Organization (WHO) in Damaturu. Ghana commended the WHO, the United Nations Children's Fund (UNICEF), and other developmental partners for their roles in fighting the disease. He said Governor Mai Mala Boni has supported healthcare significantly to see the government fight the scourging diseases affecting Yobe State. In foreign news now, U.S. President Joe Biden says that believes Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is making a mistake in his handling of the war in Gaza. Biden urged Israel to agree to a 6 to 8 week ceasefire in its war against Hamas to allow total access to food and medicine into the enclave. International pressure is growing for a ceasefire to be agreed as talks continue in Cairo. The latest round has included the head of the CIA. Meanwhile, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu says he has set a date for a military offensive in the southern city of Rafah, where about 1.5 million Palestinians are sheltering. In sport now, Ghana's sports ministry has held talks with the governing body of the Commonwealth Games, the Commonwealth Games Federation (CGF), over the possibility of hosting the 2026 Games. According to Sports Minister Mustafa Yusuf, the preliminary discussions had been positive, with the president of the Commonwealth Games visiting Ghana to inspect facilities. The 2026 Games is currently without a host city after Malaysia rejected the CGF's offer, which included £100 million in supporting funds. In an official statement, Malaysia said its decision was due to 9 constrained cost and an insufficient offer of funding. The CGF had asked Malaysia to step in after the Australian state of Victoria withdrew, citing ballooning cost. And that's it on the news at noon. But just before we go, your vehicle is not a strong room. Please keep your valuables out of view of miscreant. You can follow us and like on various social media platforms: X Traffic Radio 961, Instagram Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website at trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration organized a forum for women across the 57 local government and local council development areas in the state with a view to enhancing their productivity and economic growth? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. Lagos State Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu has rejoiced with Nigerians and residents of the state, particularly Muslims, as they celebrate this year's Eid al-Fitr, which marks the end of a month-long spiritual renewal after fasting, praying, and other spiritual activities. The Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has secured the conviction of 23 illegal Bureau de Change operators and Naira racketeers within the last month, as the commission arrested and arraigned 170 for similar offenses. We also told you that U.S. President Joe Biden said Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu is making a mistake in his handling of the war in Gaza. In sport, Ghana's Sport Ministry has held talks with the governing body of the Commonwealth Games, the Commonwealth Games Federation, over the possibility of hosting the 2026 Games. For contacts with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Abiola Fagbalagun. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good afternoon.